The New York Times is trying to pin Somalian fraud on Trump instead of on Somalian fraudsters. CNN tried to do the exact same thing yesterday. They tried to debunk everything that Nick Shirley exposed in Minnesota, and they failed epically, miserably. But they still ran with the story because this is CNN.
Done enough. I mean, they would say, look, these fraud cases have been going on, but they've already done like 80 indictments. The cases have been going on, for years.
And why did I show up one day in Minnesota and go to all these daycares, no children? They're receiving millions of dollars. We uncovered nearly $110 million in fraud in one day.
How do you know that all the allegations that you're making are true?
How do I know that they're true? Well, we showed you guys what was happening, and then you guys can go ahead and make your own analysis.
We're coming so we can make our own analysis. Are you 100% sure you're true?
Yeah, I am 100% sure I'm true.
CNN is looking into Shirley's claims.
Hi, my name's Whitney Wild. I'm a correspondent for CNN.
We reached out to several of the daycares featured in the now viral video. Only one daycare facility answered and said they are a legitimate business.
Have you seen the videos, purporting that some of these daycares don't have kids inside?
Minnesota Republicans say despite the new focus from the Trump administration, they have been sounding the alarm on fraud for years.
Hey, it's Whitney Wild. Are you a real daycare center? You are? Okay, thanks. This is CNN. We reached out to several daycare centers and asked them if they were legitimate businesses. This woman right here. Are you serious, CNN? And why did you put that on the air, by the way? They wouldn't let me put that on the air here. That reporter, Whitney Wild, expected them to tell them over the phone, some random reporter, that they were not legitimate businesses. Hey, this is a random CNN reporter. Thanks so much for calling. Look, we are actually all fake daycare centers and autism centers, and we've been meaning to tell somebody. We've been making so much money. I've got an S-Class Mercedes AMG convertible. Look, I'm just glad you called. Yes, we are not legitimate businesses. Bill Ackman even tweeted out, were they just expecting these daycare centers to admit to the fraud? Like, seriously. But this is where we are tonight. $9 billion in counting is missing. At least 82 Somalian immigrants have been arrested already and charged, but the media, the same people who demanded that we all trust the science, are trying to blame Somalian fraud on Donald Trump, who has nothing to do with this, and Nick Shirley, a 23-year-old YouTuber, and other conservative influencers, instead of the people who actually did it.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.